Okay, this will be 200. Okay. Were you in the crosswalk when you were struck? Yes, I was in the crosswalk when I was struck. Did this car stop? No, the car kept going, and there was no car parked there when I got off the street. Did you see this man come back? Did he come back and talk to you? The man struck me. He did not come back, and we did not see the man. All right, were you hurt? I wasn't hurt too bad. My leg was bruised and where I got hit on the side of the head, indicating the right side above the temple. Was there a cut there? There were two above the temple. How about the shoulder? The shoulder where I believe I hit the mirror was sort of bruised, where it swelled up after I was hit. You think the mirror on the car hit you? Yes. Did you see People's Exhibit 2 at the scene that evening? Yes, I did. How did you get it? It was handed to me by one of the bystanders, and I handed it to David. After this accident, was any medical treatment given to you? Well, after the accident, I was taken here where I was questioned about the accident. After that, I was taken up to the hospital and they gave you some treatment. Yes. Does your leg still bother you? I noticed that you limp. Yes. This limp is still painful. Yes, which keeps me from my work. You can't work. No. What kind of work do you do? I work at the country inn as a dishwasher. How long have you worked there? This month will be 4 months. How old are you? 19. Are you married? No, I am not. Do you know which side of the car this mirror was on? The left side of the driver's side. The driver's side on the left-hand side? Yes, sir. And the car was going north? It was northbound. And you were going across the crosswalk? I was going east. From Fillmore's store? Yes. You were going east? Yes. And do you think it was the mirror that hit you? On the shoulder was where I caught the mirror. On the leg is where I started to take a step and I got caught with the bumper. The front bumper? Yes. As you were going across the street, did you look north and south to see if anything was coming? Yes. Did you see anything? I couldn't tell whether this car was coming fast or not because of the bright lights that were on the car. But you saw it coming? Yes, I was walking. I think the front bumper hit my leg. How do you know? When I started to take a step, the bumper caught me just above my ankle. Did the impact of the car knock you westerly or easterly? It knocked me toward the north. We are here today to talk about an accident where you filed a claim against the Rapid Transit District. Do you understand that? Yes. When was that accident? July the 22nd. And were you a passenger on a bus or a passenger in a car at the time of the accident? I was a passenger in a car. Do you know who the owner of that car was? Charlotte Barber. What kind of automobile was it? A Volkswagen Rabbit. Where were you sitting in the car at the time of the accident? In the back seat on the passenger side. Who else was in the car? Another passenger. Do you know her or his name? Her name was Robin Thorpe. And was Miss Barber in the car at the time? Yes. Was she driving the Volkswagen? Yes. Was this Volkswagen Rabbit equipped with seat belts for the backseat passengers? I'm not sure. Were you wearing one at the time of the incident? No, I wasn't. Do you know whether this was on a weekday or a weekend? It was on a weekday. Do you know which day of the week it was? No, I don't. What time of day approximately did the incident occur? Around 3:50 p.m. What street did it occur on? Viking. Do you know whether Viking is a north-south or an east-west street? North and south. And which direction were you going at the time? South. Were you approaching an intersection at the time this accident occurred, approaching a cross street? Yes. What was that street? King Boulevard. Do you know how many lanes there are for southbound Viking at approximately King Boulevard? 2. What was the weather like that day? It was sunny and bright. It hadn't rained that day? No. Where had been the last place that you had stopped the car other than for a stop sign? The social service building. Where is that located on Viking? About how far away is that from the accident? About 2 or 3 blocks. And when this incident occurred, which lane of travel were you in? The right lane. Closest lane to the right-hand curb? Yes. Was there room for cars to travel in that right-hand lane and also for cars to be parked at the curb at that area? I don't remember. Were you stopped or moving when this incident occurred? Stopped. And did you ever see the vehicle that you had the accident with before the accident occurred? No. Can you describe the vehicle that struck the car you were in? It was a Cadillac. And what damage did you see, if any? Something was wrong with the bumper in the back of the car. Did it have a dent? Did it have a scratch? Was it moved around? What do you remember about it? A dent. When the impact occurred between the Cadillac and the vehicle you were in, were you moved around at all in the automobile? I was pushed forward and jerked. Did any part of your body strike the inside of the car when the impact occurred? My knees hit the back of the seat. Can you describe what the back of that seat was like? Was there metal there? Was it material? What do you think? It was material on the seat. So it was material that your knees pushed into rather than a metal bar or something like that. I don't know what the seat is made of. I understand, but there was no metal bar across the back of the seat that your knees hit or anything like that. No. Were you knocked out? Did you lose consciousness at all from this accident? No. Did you go to a hospital as a result of this accident? No. Did you ever go to a doctor or a medical facility of any sort as a result of this accident? Yes, I did. I went to a doctor. Who? I went to Dr. Gilbert. How long after the accident was it before you saw Dr. Gilbert? The first time. The next day? Had you ever been to Dr. Gilbert prior to the day of the accident? No. Why did you choose him? Because he was within walking distance of my house. Had you worked on the day of the accident? Yes. What time had you gotten off work? I don't remember because I don't work, just 8 hours. Whenever I finish my job, I can go home. So I'm not sure what time I left. Okay. Were you scheduled to work the next day? Yes. Did you go to work? Yes. Did you ever miss any days from work as a result of this accident? No. And it's my understanding that you're not claiming you lost any earnings or promotions or anything like that on your job as a result of this accident. Is that correct? That is correct. Did you ever go to any other facilities other than Dr. Gilbert for treatment? No. How long did you go to Dr. Gilbert's facility for treatment for this accident? From July 23 to December of that year. I'm not sure what date. Do you have any appointment to go back to see Dr. Gilbert or to go to any other facility as a result of this accident at this point? No. The first time you went to the doctor, what parts of your body did you tell him were hurting as a result of this accident? My neck and my back.